All right, everybody, welcome to Command Overview. My name is Evan with KWRI Marketing. Today, we're actually going to get started by going to our agent.kw.com, which is going to be our command login page. Now, I do want to let you know that your command username and password, your command username is not case sensitive. However, your command password is. So make sure that whenever you're going to enter your password, that if there's any capitals, you make sure to capitalize. And if you don't add any extra spaces in the beginning or the end of the password, because that will not allow you to log in that way as well. If you do not know your password, you are able to use this forgot password option, and then you will be able to receive an email with a reset password link. Now, I will show you as well where you can update that password recovery email in just a little bit. You go ahead and click sign in. And once you sign in, this is going to bring you to your command dashboard. Now, if your command dashboard does not quite look like this, that's perfectly fine. I'll go over in a little bit why that may be. Starting here at the top, you do see that I have 3 options here. Some of you may only have 2, and that's perfectly fine. Command, this button is going to just bring you to your command dashboard. Connect is going to be where you're able to find a lot of different trainings, and a lot of your market center information is going to be held there as well. And then this Command MC option that you see here, that is going to be for leadership. So if you are part of Market Center staff, you most likely will see that here. If you are not staff and you see that, you may need to reach out to your MCA or vice versa. If you are staff and you don't have this, again, you may need to reach out to your MCA to assign you that role. Moving along to the right, you have your marketplace icon. Your marketplace icons where you're going to be able to find things like Twilio and other basic kind of like apps that you're able to connect with your command account. Some of them are paid services, so make sure that you know if you're paying for subscription or not, and it will have that in the details for you. Over here on the right, you do have your little bell icon. This is going to be for your notifications. Your notifications is, anytime you have any notification coming from smart plans, if you have sent documents to be approved by the Market Center and they sent them back, that will show under here. You do have your unread notifications and your read notifications. You are also able to filter which notifications you are seeing. So if you wanted to kind of narrow that down a little bit more, you're more than able to here. Now, I have just let a lot of people in the training class, so I do want to just go ahead and let everybody know that, again, this is Command Overview. If you have any questions about anything we're going over, feel free to drop them in the chat, and we'll circle back at the end of class to get those answered for you. And again, this class is being recorded, so at the end of class today, probably about an hour or so after, you'll be able to find this recording on our YouTube page, so you can go back through and watch it if you would like. Moving right along, you're going to see you should have your name, and if you have a headshot, it should show here as well. If you click on this, you're going to see a few different options. So first, if you are part of a team, you will see your team account most likely underneath here. How you can know which account you are currently in, it's going to be whichever one is shown at the top here. So we are currently in our personal account. If we click on the team account, then you'll see that it has changed. You do have your referrals profile here. Your referrals profile is going to be basically your referral information when another KW agent may be searching in the referrals, the information that they're going to see. So we'll go over that when we get to the referral section, how to make sure that's updated and what they see when they click on your referral profile. We're going to go ahead and click on My Profile. And this is going to bring you to your My Profile, which this part is your public facing information about you. So again, public facing information, what other people can see outside of KW. So you do have the option over here on the right to display My Profile on KW.com. Currently, as you can see, ours is showing highlighted no, so that means this is turned off. If you're seeing the same way and you want to show, you just click on this and it will update to yes, or vice versa. The About Me section, this is going to have your name, your profile photo, and your biography. Keep in mind, this is not just where if you're not seeing this information on your website, this is not where that pulls from. I will show you in just a minute where that information for your website and app that pulls from, though. As you scroll down, you do see that you have other just little things about you, like languages spoken, service areas, things like that. You also have your contact information down here, how clients and colleagues can reach you. So that would be the preferred phone number you'd like. Over here on the left-hand side, we're going to go ahead and click on My KW. And this is going to be your internal information about you. So you have your KWUID, your KW email. This is where you're going to be able to see what your KW email address is. And this link right here allows you to manage that KW email address. So when you click this link, it's going to take you to a different section, which is actually through mykw.com. And this is where you're able to create email aliases, update your login for your KW email address, and things like that. You do also see right below here, you have your login credentials. So this is where it's going to show your username for command, and this is going to have your command password. So if you wanted to reset your password, you could do so here. And this is where your password recovery email lies. So if you ever forgot your password and you needed to reset that, this is the email address that it will send a reset link to. So making sure that is up to date is important, just in case you ever need to regain access to your account. And scrolling down, you're going to see that you have some more personal information, home phone number, KW Communications email. This is where you prefer to receive official KW Communications at. And you just have some more information about you. As you can see here on the left-hand side, as we are scrolling through, you'll see that this information is updating as well. So you could always just click on it and it'll take you to that section, or you can just scroll. Down here at the bottom, if you are part of more than one market center, this will allow you to select which market center is actually taking your fees. So if your profit share, growth share, and annual fees will come out of one market center, you can have your monthly fees come from another one. You make sure that information is updated here. And continuing down on the left-hand side, these are going to be your affiliations. So you can have your MLS information here, which this information does have to be added by the MCA account in your office. So to make sure you have access to your listings and everything, you'll need to make sure that your MCA gets that updated for you. And then it also has any market centers that you are currently affiliated with over here on the left-hand side. We're going to go back to here now, and we're going to go ahead and click on our settings. When you click on settings, this is going to bring you to where you can see all of the different platforms that are connected with your command account, such as your DocuSign, Dotloop, Facebook, Twilio, all of that. You're going to see what the account is here. You're going to see some information about it, and then the email address is going to show below what email is connected. You're going to also see that the status of it over here. So if the account is connected, some of you may see not connected. If the account is connected, you're able to manage the connections over here or disconnect. And some might even get to have you have a little bit of a different like looking logo here like this. So, but it's all the same button. We're going to scroll down and we're going to go to this command email. So this command email, this is where you're going to be able to configure your email within KW. So your reply to emails that show like for like smart plans, it's going to have the name. So making sure that your name's showing correct. And then the email address that shows for the reply to. So it's not some crazy email. That way you don't get spammed. Because if you get spammed a lot, then your account can be put on hold, be frozen. And then you have to watch a video and it gets frozen for like 4 weeks, I think, suspended for like 4 weeks. So the way you can tell is this email health status, which you can also see outside over here. Ours is currently good. There will be a yellow if you've had spammed a couple times, which yellow is basically like a warning. And then red is showing that bad. That means that you've got spammed quite a few times. You are no longer, you are temporarily suspended from emailing from smart plans or campaigns. And you have to, there will be a link up here that you will have to follow to watch a training video and take, I think there's a quiz too, and wait 4 weeks to be able to regain access. So just making sure you keep that in mind, so that way you don't have to deal with all that. You do also have your monthly account usage here. So you do have 5,000 emails that you're able to send each month. If you are very active with sending emails, things like that with your command account, you may need to purchase some more, which you can do by managed subscription. You can purchase extra emails for the month if you'd like. Now, continuing on over here on the left-hand side, you're going to see connect settings. And then when you click on that, you're going to see this drop down for your marketing profile. This is the information that pulls to your KW website and your KW app. So making sure this information updated here is kind of important as well. So just like on the My KW that we went over just a bit ago, you're going to see another toggle right here. If you do not want anything showing on your KW agent website, if you just want that site basically to be a very generic site without any of your information on it, you're just going to toggle this off. And it will take probably about up to, I would say about 24 hours for that to update onto the website. And then same vice versa. If you want to turn it on, it's going to take a while to update that as well. I do want to preface anything that you see as we go along that has this red star. That means that there is that it is mandatory to have something filled in there. So like your photo here, if you didn't want to use a headshot, you can just use a logo of sorts, whether it's like a team logo, your Market Center DBA logo, whatever you would like. Keep in mind that your logo or headshot that is added here does have to be within a 360 by 360 pixels. And the reason for that is because if it's not, it could look very distorted. It could stretch you out like kind of like funhouse mirrors, whether you're super long and skinny or short and stout, depending on the size. So if you have any issues with that, feel free to email us with your headshot and your KW username and password to support@scottleroymarketing.com, and we'd be more than happy to assist you with getting that added. Now here, the team logo, as you can see, there is no red star here, but we do highly suggest putting something here, whether it's a generic KW logo, your Market Center logo, or like a team logo. The reason we say this is because when you send out like campaign emails, there is a spot at the bottom where it's going to pull from this image. So if you don't have an image here on that campaign, it's going to have like a broken image and it just kind of looks funky. So we suggest just putting something here. Scrolling down, you do have some more information here about you. So your name, if you have a team, your license number. When you scroll down, it does ask for your biography here. If you do not have a biography ready, if you're working on it, we suggest just putting a period so that there is something there and you can save the page. Scrolling down, you do have your Market Center information here as well. So it does require for Market Center logo and the Market Center information on the right. If your office requires any legal footers or any compliance information, this is going to be the information. This is going to be where that information is added. If we do the setups for you, typically we have that information saved and we will add it during the setup. So if you see that there's something supposed to be there that's not, let us know. We will get that added for you. Scrolling down, you have your social media links. So keep in mind that any of these profiles have to be business profiles. You're not able to add your personal Facebook account, even if you turned your personal Facebook into like your marketing, your work Facebook. It does have to be a business account to connect. So keep that in mind. And then you also have your Google Analytics ID. You can apply that here. And once you have entered all your information, make sure you are clicking save. Or for best practices, once you fill out a certain section, go down and save it as you go, just to be on the safe side. All right, we're going to go ahead and continue on. So we were just in settings. There is a command training option here, which does provide command training through KW options. So you can watch videos and follow along with those. And then you do also have your log out here. Over here on the top right, you do also see a circle with a question mark. If you click on that, that's going to give you a few options. One of them is the chat with support. So if you ever reach out to us, or if you ever need to get in touch with KW support for whatever reason, sorry about that. If you ever need to get in touch with KW support for whatever reason, you can just click on this, and it will allow you to open the chat window with KW support, where you can chat with them directly, or you can leave them a message and they will get back to you. So that's how you can get in touch with them. And go back to our dashboard. So here on our dashboard, you can see that we have all these different widgets. Now, again, if yours does not look like this, it is probably because you don't have certain widgets added or they're in a different order. You are able to customize this by clicking this customize button on the top right. Here you can see all of the different widgets that are available to be added. So if you don't want something, you can just uncheck it, or if you do want something, you can just check it and then click apply, and it will apply it down here for you. Over here on the right, you are able to rearrange the widgets, how they look. So whenever you whenever you click apply, that's is the order that they will show on your screen. So I'm gonna take a sip of water. So here you have your database health. Your database health here is going to show you how your database is. So if you have a lot of contacts that don't have phone numbers, it's going to show you the percentage of contacts in your database that don't have phone numbers, emails, addresses, and neighborhoods. You see here that this gray darkish dot, this is going to be comparison to other agents in the market center. So it just shows you where you're kind of at, like where versus other agents in your office. Over here, you do have the agent resources website. This is going to just be kind of like information updated by your market center. Again, if you're part of multiple market centers, just click on the drop down and it's going to allow you to select that market center. Now, if you see that it looks something like this, this might mean that the market center doesn't quite use this feature yet. This is relatively new. So just make sure you keep in mind, keep updated with your staff on how they send out communications about events and classes and stuff like that if they don't quite use this yet. That way you don't miss out on anything. Continuing on, we have tasks here. This is going to show you tasks that you have past due. You can see the task name, what it's linked to, more information about that. And you can also create your tasks straight from here by clicking this little plus button on the bottom. Over here, we do have product updates. So if you like to stay in the know what's happening with Command, with updates from KWRI, you are able to check that out here. So it shows what's going to be new this week, last week updates, things like that. And you can stay in the know by this. Goals. If you have your goals set up through Command for the year, you can keep track of your goals, which I will show you where to do that later on. This is another new feature, your most active contacts. Your most active contacts are going to show, how often they're emailing you, how often you're sending communication, and just updates like that here. Scrolling down, we have my profit share. This is going to show you your profit share tree. So this should show you a picture if whoever your sponsor is will be here. If they have a headshot updated in their profile, then you probably see their picture here. And then I'll have you and people in your downline. Over here under recent leads, you can see recent leads that have came in. So it'll show you underneath this was a KW app site. It'll also show you them if you have selected them as a lead. So you may not see where they came from underneath here. That's just probably because you selected mark as lead when you created the contact in the contact section. But you can see this one says KW app site, and it has the check mark here saying that the agent site connection means they registered an account with your website. And then last, you have your notepad. So this is something, if you just want to jot down a little note while you're working, you can do that just by clicking in here and start typing. Okay, now we're going to move on over here to the left-hand side. I do want to go ahead and blast one last time. For any new participants today, if you have any questions, feel free to drop them in the chat and we'll circle back to them at the end of the class. Over here on the left-hand side, you do have all of your different sections within Command. If you hover over them, you can see the name of the section, or a little trick, you can just click on this KW in red, and it'll have the pop out for you, so you can see all the different sections. So we're going to go ahead and go into contacts. And again, we're going to briefly kind of go through these. I'm going to touch on some of them. If you would like any more in-depth information, you can drop the question in the chat. You can check out our YouTube channel, which I will show you guys how to get to the YouTube channel after the class as well. But you can go to our YouTube channel for more in-depth training videos, or you can send us a message, an email to support@scotlandroymarketing.com, and we'll be more than happy to help you. I'm going to go ahead and turn off this filter. So that way I can just see everything real quick. Okay, so this is going to be your contacts. Over here in the top left, you do see here that you have the search option. If you click on it, it will allow you to, if you want to search just by name, first name or last name, email, or you can just search by everything. You do have your filters options here, which allow you to filter your contacts. If you have a huge database and you need to just search through it, look for kind of something specific, you can filter it here. If you want to look for contacts that all have like a same tag, you can click on tags and just select the name and it'll just show you those contacts as well. So you do also have the advanced filter, which allow for some more options. Now, if you want to save one of these filter searches, say you use that filter a lot, you are able to create what's called a smart view. And that way you can just come in and just say class view, and it's going to pull up just the contacts that you have saved from that filter. So pretty cool feature. Over here on the right hand side, you do have your import option. So if you would like to add a whole file of contacts that you have, say from a different CRM, you do have the import option here. You can download the command template, or you can try to use the one you currently have them on. I do just kind of advise, this is kind of finicky. It's not the easiest feature in Command to do, to import a whole file of contacts. So if you would like, just email us over the file of your contacts along with your username and password, and we'd be more than happy to reformat them. And then once we reformat them, we will send them back to you for approval. And once you approve them, we'll get them added to your account for you. So that way you can just avoid the headache. It's not a problem. Over here, you do have add contact if you're wanting to add just a one or two manual contacts. You do see here that the only item that is required for when you add a contact is a name. So if you just add their name, it'll allow you to save. So the more information you have, obviously, the better. Going through, you can see all the information that you have that's available. You have lead sources. So if it's from a marketing platform or if it's from another contact, you can search the contact name. You're able to mark it as a lead here, which when you mark it as a lead, it will give it that L right here that shows that it's a lead. You are able to also add tags. So if you have a pre-made tag already, you can go ahead and add the tag as you're adding the contact. Or if you're wanting to create a new tag, all you have to do is start typing. So there's many different tag options, obviously. But let's see, we use this feature a lot. But you can just start typing and then it'll have an option here to create tag. You can select it and then it'll allow you to create that tag. Add more information. You can add additional contact information. You can add information such as birthdays and anniversaries. And you can even add custom content here. Once you have everything included that you would like, all you have to do is just click create and it will create that contact for you. Over here, you see these three dots. These are going to be your export options. So you can export a copy of all of your contacts by clicking export all owned contacts. This is going to send you, it's going to show you a little notification here that it's beginning the download and to check your notifications. If you have a large database, it may take a while. So when you click on this, you may not see right away that it has anything here. But if you just click refresh and then come back and click it, you should see the notification and it'll have a little button for you to download the file. Again, that's just downloading a copy, exporting a copy. So once you export, it's not going to remove them from command. So you don't have to worry about that. And then you also have your export mailing label options here as well. Now this bar right here in white, you see that you have customized columns. Again, just like the dashboard widgets, you're able to select what columns you want to see from here. And you're also able to reorder how you see them. So which order you see them coming through here is what this is setting up. Once you are happy with what you see, you can just click apply and it will save the changes on the home screen for you. Now, I do want to make sure you are aware too, sometimes people say they're not able to see everything, like say tags are missing, and maybe because the file looks like this, the columns. So you can just hover over like right in between and you see how that line pops up. You can click and drag it over and it'll show you more tags that are associated with that. Moving on, you can also have your view, how you view your contacts here. So this is currently, and I believe it's called list view. And then you can click on this and it's going to show this view here. This view does not quite show all the information as the other one does. So it's a little bit bigger, a little bit bulkier. It's really just a preferential thing, how you see the contacts. And then right over here, you do have the number of contacts viewed at a time. So this number on the far right is going to show you how many contacts you actually have in your database completely. And this one is going to be how many you're viewing at a time. So right now ours is only set to 10. So we can only see 10 contacts. You can change it to up to 500 contacts at a time. So you can see more. All right, so scrolling down again, currently this is the layout we have set up with the columns. So you have your name, last contacted, recently active. It gives you all kinds of great options of what you can view with that contact and the information. So just make sure you look at that until you're happy. You can organize it. I'm going to go ahead and click on one of these contacts for you so you can kind of see what the contact card looks like. Over here, you do have your contact information. You see the blue L here, meaning that it is a lead, whether it's a lead that was selected manually when added the contact, or if it's a lead that came in from something like your KW agent website or your app. So if it is from one of those, you can see where it came in here. So it does tell you the lead source. And it does also say, so this green check mark, agent site connection, meaning that while they were on the app or on the website, they registered their account. Because keep in mind, the website and the app are consumer facing. So that login feature that you may see in the top right is going to be for your consumers for them to create logins. And this lets you know if they did that. Over here, you do have your timeline information. So this is going to be, when you set them up on smart plans, if you have your Gmail email account connected with command, you can see whenever you send and receive emails through there on here as well. shows you all kinds of information. If they're because they are registered the account, they've registered their account. Anytime they're scrolling information, viewing listings, you know, you're able to see that information here. You're able to see the address and everything. So that's pretty cool as well. All right, moving along, we're going to go to tasks. Task has been a little slow lately. Sometimes you just need to refresh the page for it to work. There it goes. All right, so in tasks, you do have three options here at the top. You have your to-dos, you have your completed, and your archived. So to-dos are tasks that you have not completed yet, whether they are past due, no due dates, things like that. You can see all of them here. You do have your completed tasks, any tasks you have already done, if you want to go back and look over at those. And then you have your archive tasks as well. You are able to create a new task from any of the three sections. Simply create the new task button here at the top on the right, and then just fill out the information as you go. You are also able to search the tasks or filter them as well. Again, you can search by a few different options, filter by a few different options, I'm sorry. Next, we have smart plans. So your smart plans are going to be essentially what's called a drip campaign. Smart plans are a great way for you to stay in contact with your database without having to manually do it every time. You can set it up to automatically send communications out a few different ways. So we're actually going to start by going over here to the library instead. We'll come back to this. The library is going to be the section where you can find smart plans that have already been created by whether it's KW, by other KW agents, or by us. So it's kind of like, why reinvent the wheel if you don't have to? Here in this blue section, we have our featured smart plans. You scroll down, you see smart plans published by Keller Williams. And then you just have other options. So like what's new, top rated. When looking at these, you can see what the title is. You can kind of see what the purpose is. So stay top of mind by scheduling regular check-ins with your contacts over the span of 6 months. So you are able to view the steps of this of the smart plan. And you see that it has add to smart plan. It's going to wait 20 days, automated text, wait another day, and then an email. Now, you see automated text. This is kind of an example of what the text would be, and it's going to break down all the information that it shows through the smart plan. You are able to look at some of these. You are able to edit some of them. You are not, which whenever you download it, you'll be able to see once you go into it. If you decide you like the smart plan and you want to add it, you can click add to smart plans. It will download it and add it to your my smart plans section over here. Again, if you are wanting to look for a specific smart plan, you are able to type in the search box and you'll see that there are a whole bunch of smart plans created, say for Christmas. If you have other things in mind you're looking for, you can type in the search and see what's already been done. So again, why reinvent the wheel? Now, when you find a smart plan you like, if you download it over to your My Smart Plans, you're going to go back to the section and you're going to see all of the different smart plans here. Now, keep in mind, there is a viewing limit per page as well. So this is currently viewing 25 out of 86. So if you don't see it right away, you just may need to scroll over. Let me find a smart plan real quick that can use. Oh, here we go. So you have the smart plan name here, which you're also able to click this arrow, and it's going to drop down and kind of show you that smart plan information again. Under here, under contacts, if you see an eyeball next to it, that means that this smart plan is currently active. And the number next to it is going to tell you how many of your contacts are currently set up with this smart plan. You can see the date it was created, the duration. So this would run for 122 days. How many total touches, how many different steps, basically, or how many different times it's reaching out to the client. And then you do also have the information over here. So you can add contacts, you can edit the smart plan. And if it is an active smart plan like this one is, you're not able to delete it. So you will see that option is not able, but you can publish it to the library. If this was a smart plan you created manually, you can publish it to the library so other people are able to use it, or you can copy it to make a duplicate of it as well. And if you wanted to look into or attempt to create your own smart plan, you simply create on the top right. You can enter the name for the smart plan. And then it's going to bring you into this screen where you're able to start the editing. We do have videos of this again on our YouTube channel, which will kind of help explain this a little bit for you. I'm actually just going to go ahead and delete that. All right, now moving along, we're going to go to referrals. All right, this is your referrals dashboard. You do see here at the top, you have the dashboard, my referrals, your referrals map, and your my network. Your referrals overview, this is going to tell you how many pending invites you have for your referral for people to add to your referral database, how many pending referrals, how many you've received and how many you've sent. And then you have your referral network down here as well. So all the people that are currently in your network. You're also able to click new referral if you wanted to create a new referral. You're able to find an agent. You can currently select which agent would currently in your database here, or you can click find an agent, which will take you to the map to look for an agent. Once you have that added, who you're wanting it sent to, you can just fill out the corresponding information down here and then click send. Now over here on my referrals, this is going to show you how many sent, how many received. It's going to have their information. You're able to check out all these different sections as well. And again, you can click on new referral and create it from here if you like. Your referrals map. So there's a few different ways you can search on the map. By using this dropdown, you can do by production. So this is going to show each agent individually and their production and things like that. You can search by market center and then agents within that market center. My network, and then referral patterns. So production, we're going to go ahead and just do Atlanta, Georgia. That's where I'm located. And you'll see not a lot of information is really populating. It does kind of take a minute. Well, okay, a lot of information populating here. But the more you scroll in, the more it's going to kind of filter that information down a bit. So we're going to see here that there are, it's still a lot going on here. So you're going to see that you have all these red dots. And you're going to see that when you scroll over the red dots, it's going to show like this is going to highlight. So this is going to be a transaction done by that agent. You can see here when you click the drop down, this is going to be the agent's referral profile. So back in the beginning, when with this drop down, now some of the referrals profile, this is going to be information that you see when somebody's searching for you here. So once you see the agent's information, like, okay, you know, they've done a great transaction here. This information, you can see their stats. Cool. You can send them the invite, you can send them the referral, or you can add them to your referral network by clicking this button. You are able to filter these results as well. So if you're wanting to, you know, an agent that has at least 2 closed units in this area, maybe 1 listing sold, let's just go ahead and click apply. So that narrowed the results down to 3. So 3 agents in this area. And again, you can see by hovering over here that it's going to show you the agent. Now by doing, let me go ahead and just remove the filter real quick. By switching from production to market center, I do currently still have it. It's still currently set to Atlanta, Georgia. Okay. As you can see, there's quite a few market centers. So we're going to click on Atlanta in town, and you're going to see once you click on it, it's going to show the results. So how many agents are on that roster. So again, you can filter this down. So, okay, agents in this market center, I want to just do, at least one closed unit. So they've all, looks like they all may have at least one. Oh, that's a pretty broad area to them. But you're able to filter it that way as well. And you're also able to search from the network. This is going to be, I'm going to remove this. This is actually going to show, this is going to show everybody in your referral network. So if they're spread out all over, you can see where these agents are at in your referral network, and you're able to click on them from there. And then you have referral patterns. This is going to show you just the referral patterns being, you see most of them are sent from Austin to other places. All right, and then you also have My Network up here. And again, this is just all of your agents that are in your network. Opportunities is going to be the next section. Opportunities are your transactions that you have. So any deals you have going on, clients are going to show through here. This is actually currently what this view is, your pipeline. Keep in mind, if you are on a team, you do have your dream team, which is Scott's team. You have your personal account, and then you also have all opportunities. So this will show all of them. With your pipeline, you'll see that you do have different sections that do show which opportunity, which I'm sorry, different sections where the opportunity may be at. So you can see the number underneath. So there's 3 transactions currently in the cultivate phase, 1 in the active, so on and so forth. Now you are able to manually move these to different sections, I don't know why it's not letting, maybe something currently going on. Okay. So let me move it over to under contract. So you can move them along the pipeline that way. We're going to go back. Again, this is also broken down into you have your listings, buyers, and leases. Down at the bottom, it does give you some statistics as well, some activity trackers. So you can kind of see all of those. So listings, numbers, breaks it down to your GCI, potential income, and probable as well. And then you have any closings this month down here. Now, opportunities, you are able to create an opportunity directly from here, which when creating an opportunity, again, sorry about that. If you are part of multiple market centers, make sure you are selecting the correct market center. If you create an opportunity under the wrong market center, you are not able to switch that later on. You'll have to recreate that opportunity under the correct market center. So it just saves you a few steps and a headache. So just make sure you're doing that from the beginning. And then you're just going to fill out the corresponding information as well. Once you are satisfied, once everything's been plugged in, you just click create and it's going to create that opportunity. And I'll show you what that looks like. We're just going to use 123 Main Street. So this is going to be the opportunity details. You have property information when you connect it to the MLS listing by clicking here. It'll pull over all that property information. You have key information here, such as contact name, if there's a co-seller, what phase it's currently in. And if you scroll down, it also has the ownership information. So your market center, the owner, if it's on the team account, or if it's not on the team account, it'll show like this. Up here, this is the document section. This is where you're going to add documents and things like that. Again, we do have in-depth videos on this, making sure you select the correct section and everything here. you do have these other phases as well. So details was where it opens up to. You do have marketing. So any designs that have been used with that listing information when you created it, your offers and commissions tabs. If you have any notes on the opportunity, notes for yourself. If you're on a team, you have any team notes, and any timeline of activity that's gone on with this opportunity. So moving on to campaigns. Campaigns is going to be your section where you're able to create, direct marketing. You're able to send emails, paid ads, social posts, things like that are all going to be done through here. So this is your dashboard that has any quick post ideas, inspiration here. You do have different tips and trainings. Up here at the top, you do have some get started links. So you can manage your paid ads channel, or if you do paid ad quick start, this is going to take you. Yeah, it goes. It's going to take you to a new page. It's going to look a little different than if you've been an agent with Keller Williams for a while in Command. This may look different than how they were doing the paid ads before. So this is going to be the dashboard where you're able to use quick start options such as listings and things like that. And you can see here on the top right, it'll show you that it's for Facebook and Instagram. And if you're one of those new people that like TikTok and like making videos, you do have the option to make a TikTok video as well. So you can do that here also. You do have other options here. So your assets from Facebook page, leads, media library, things like that. We're going to go back to the command side. And it switches already to paid ads. Cool. So if you wanted to create a paid ads, you are able to just click that option here. And it's still going to ask you to select which one you wanted to do. So if we wanted to click create paid ads, we just click paid ad, email, direct mail, or social post. So make sure you know what you're wanting to do so you don't click on the wrong one. Because the email, direct mail, they're all going to be different on how it's laid out. So your emails, and this is going to show your email dashboard. So it's going to show you how many you've mailed in the last 30 days. Out of all of those that you've mailed, the recipients, how many opens, how many clicks you've got. It's going to show you the overview of what's been set up, sent, if you have any, if they're just drafts that you never sent it. If you have mailed them out, you are able to click on the actual name, and then it does give you some statistics on it. So sent, delivered, how many were not sent, things like that. So you're able to kind of see what's going on with that as well. Now, sometimes if you send it and it may take 2 to 3 days before you see any kind of activity on it, a lot of times you'll see it'll show right here like processing. You have to wait for the processing to be done in order to see any statistics as well. You are able to also see some of the overview on the statistics here also. You can see what the goal was when you set it up. And then you have these 3 dots over here where you are able to archive it or duplicate the campaign. If it is in draft mode, you are able to edit it, but you're not able to edit one that's already been mailed out. And you can see here too, this is also reminding you that out of that 5,000 emails you're able to send each month, how many you've currently used. So if you need to upgrade that, you can upgrade that from here also. Direct mail, this is where you're going to be able to create and send postcards. So if you create it here and once you send it, it'll send to a third-party company that actually creates them and prints them and sends it off to the targeted area that you selected. So that's pretty cool. And it gives you just the overview of what's going on with them here, same as the other one. And then social posts, you're able to set social posts. So if you wanted to say, I want to create a social post to go out on Thursday, you can just click create here and set that up. Keep in mind the social media accounts that you have connected do have to be business accounts. So it can't be your personal Facebook page. It has to be a business Facebook page. So that may be a reason why if you're not able to connect it. All right, we're going to go to reports. Now, there's a few things within this report section, as you can see at the top. This is going to be the dashboard. So you have your database overview, again, like from the beginning, how many contacts you have. Out of those contacts, how many are actual contacts and how many of them are selected as leads. You have your database health again. So 43% of our database have phone numbers, the rest do not, so on and so forth. And if it's red, that means that it needs some work. Green means that it's doing pretty good. And then you have your database activity score down here. So percentage reached out to in the last 30 days. So 4.6 have been reached out to in the past 30 days of our database. So just kind of let you know what's going on with all that. You have your report section here. This is going to give you, this is currently in the opportunities report. It's going to tell you how many opportunities, new opportunities, things like that. And this is the listing. You have the buyer section. So it just kind of gives you some breaks on some numbers. Again, we're not active real estate agents, so our account, you won't really see too much of like potential income, things like that. But if you are very active, you can kind of see more of a breakdown here. You're also able to change the view to goals report if you have your goals set up. It'll show you that information. And that brings us to the next section, which is goals. This is where, when you click goals, this is going to be where you can set up your goal settings by clicking this little green button over here. It's still not too late to set up your 2024 settings. So if you haven't done that, feel free to do that. And then you can track your goal activity as well. Up next, you have lead routing. If you are on a team, the Rainmaker team, this is where you can set up where leads come in from websites to which agent they're going to go to on the team. There's actually a few different options on how you can do that. So like round robin, things like that. If you email metrics, this is where your account usage. So this believe this is this is on month-to-month basis. So 1 cent this month of the 500 limit. You can click view details, and it's going to show you the one email that was sent, the email address, how it was sent. So if it was a campaign, things like that. So this was a smart plan, and the email subject. You are able to also right here, you can see there's purple campaigns, orange is smart plans, and blue is other. So you can change to campaigns and just see the information for campaigns, or just the information for smart plans, or you can do all. And then you are able to select the month and the year. So if you want to see from December of last year what the metrics look like, you could do that. So you can see, again, 3% last month. You can view the details on it. So that would just kind of see who's opening and viewing the information you're sending in. If you scroll down again, it does also have the reputation metrics. So this is also another way to see how I was talking about in the beginning. If your emails get spammed, it'll tell you how many marked spam out of how many sent. This bar will fill up a little bit. So just keeping an eye on that is also. So green is good on watch. And then red is when you're going to get suspended for 4 weeks and have to watch that video and take a test, I think. And then texting calls. So if you have Twilio set up with your account, you can track the Twilio metrics here as well. So how many credits used, things like that. Designs. Designs is going to be like the Canva of Command. If you do use Canva, that is perfectly fine. Some people prefer Canva over this designs applet inside Command. You are able to import designs, so that's not a problem. If you are creating designs inside of Command, you can just click Create Design, and then it's going to ask you what kind of design are you wanting to make. Is it going to be one that you're going to email? Is it one that you're wanting to have? Is it going to be printed and sent out that way? Social media, or is it like a video? So once you click on which one you're using, it's going to bring you to this new dashboard looking thing where it's going to have all kinds of templates for you. So there's hundreds of templates in here, depending on what you're wanting to make. So if you're wanting just listed flyers made, you can see all the different options. You do have your assets here as well, where you can upload any images, any things that you may use on a regular basis. These are pre-loaded ones here. That makes it a lot easier for you as well. So sorry, going back to command. So that's designs for you. And then this is where you can, you know, use things for your print material, like your postcards, things like that. Listings, this is going to be when you have your MLS connected, you're gonna be able to see your active listings here. You're able to search listings as well. So you can do by property address. You can do very vague, like Atlanta. It's gonna pull anything with that, just regular Atlanta in it. Atlanta, Georgia. So Atlanta, Georgia, and you can see listings in Atlanta, Georgia. So again, this is going to be everywhere. You're able to filter results, things like that as well here. And then you have your consumer section. So this is going to be where you can access like your your agent website on the back end, and app information is gonna from here as well. So if yours does not look like this, but if you don't see this big blue and greenish bar, then that's most likely means that you're still using the older version of the website, which is perfectly fine. So some of the things you may see that I go over in this section, you may not be able to follow along with. But we do have great videos still on our YouTube for that. You can still reach out to us. We can still assist with that. It's not a problem. So down here under my website settings, you have your subdomain. This is going to be what people type in to search for your website. Keep in mind that www dot is no longer really a thing. Times are changing. So if you type in www.scottleroymarketing.kw.com, you're not going to see anything. You just have to put scottleroymarketing.kw.com, and then you'll be able to see the site. So that's going to be just like for all of your websites as well. They're phasing out they're phasing out the www dot things. So just keep that in mind as well. But this is where you can also go to update your URL. So if you wanted to just type in here, you can change that URL, then click Save Changes. This is going to be your app URL. So you can just click copy, and that's going to allow you to copy this. You're not able to change them anymore, but you can copy it. If you wanted to create a QR code, you can just click copy and then paste it into the QR code creator. Super easy. Then you can just have it on, like an open house sign. You can have it on there. They can scan it and use your app. You do have preferences over here as well. So if you want this information to be enabled or disabled, you could change that here. And then you have forced registration. So this is kind of a cool feature to where if you have somebody on your website and they're scrolling through looking at different properties, if they have not registered an account with you, then you don't get to see that information that they're scrolling through and looking at, liking, things like that. But if you change this to 2 property views, means that they're going to be able to look at 2 properties, and then it's going to force them to create an account, which allows you to, once they create that account, they'll automatically be added to your database. You'll be able to see the properties that they're liking and viewing, and you can kind of just follow up with them like, hey, I saw you like this property. I just want to reach out to you, see if you had any questions. So it's a pretty cool feature. Now here to edit my website, this is going to take you to like the back end of your website. And I do want to let you know, if you are on a team or the Rainmaker team and you have set up your KW team website, if you did not know that there is now a team website option, so you have your personal and your team, 2 separate websites. You can click on your name, and then it's going to allow you to switch to your team website here. As you can see, the URL has changed. You can open that, and it's going to be your team website. If you haven't seen the new websites, this is what they look like. A little more updated than before. New style. I think it's pretty cool. We're going to go back to our personal team account though. You do here have some quick start options. So blog post, landing page, or custom page, you can click here. You do have your default pages. So things like if you want to edit, if you clicked on your home page, you can feature properties from here. But we're going to go back. We're not going to play around with that too much. You do have any custom pages that you may have built. You can find those here. As you can see, we've done quite a few of them. Custom modules and any custom landing pages. Now, I do want to let you guys know, give you guys a little tidbit, quick tip information. So before, whenever you were wanting to do an open house sign-in sheet, you had to create this whole like landing page feature. Not anymore. So something that's really cool. This actually kind of gives you two bits of information actually. So if you go to your own website, so if you go this way, go to your website and say you have a property that you're going to be doing an open house for, you're just going to type in the address here and find that on your website. So for today's conversation, we're just going to use this one. Once you click on the website, this is going to be the page that shows up. So this used to be like the property information landing page that you'd create. Now all you have to do is search it on your own website and it's going to pull it up for you. This page is already here. So what you can do is you can click on this and copy this URL and you can create a QR code. So when you're at an open house, they can just scan the QR code, view all the property details. If you and all those cool metrics for it as well. If you wanted to do an open house sign in, all you have for this, say for this property, all you have to do is do backspace, open house, and click enter. It may take a moment. And there you go. So now it's automatically created an open house sign in for you. So again, this looks a little different. It still gives you all the pictures. It doesn't really give you all the information, but they're going to have the sign in information here. They have the option to, I would like Scott Leroy to contact about property. But again, this is going to be, if it's on your website, it's going to have your information here. So like they want you to contact them. Again, you can copy this URL, create a QR code, and they can scan it that way. All right, guys, thanks for joining. I'm gonna go ahead and actually end the recording and I will stick around. We're gonna do some questions, answer some questions at the end.